let's plow ahead here and let's go with some advice for the week. Hey, Bill, I've been talking to this chick who I met on this random chatting site for about 3 months now. We talk almost all the time over instant messenger. She told me that she lives in New York, but she's originally from here, Los Angeles. I never video or voice chatted with her, but she sent me pictures of what she looked like. Oh, Jesus. The thing that bothers me is every time I bring up the subject of video chatting or voice chatting with her, she gets real pissy and changes the subject. On a side note, mostly the reason I want to video chat with her or voice chat with her is because I'm still on the fence on whether or not it's a dude. What? But the thing that makes me doubt that it is... What? Okay, on the side note, mostly I'm on the fence on whether or not it's a dude, but the thing that makes me doubt that is that she always texts me in the morning to wake up and chat with her on IM. People, please write in complete sentences. Well, about 2 weeks ago, she agreed to video chat, but the thing is she usually gets home around 3 or 4 a.m. her time, which is 12 or 1 here that day. That day I was exhausted from work, so I fell asleep. The thing I found odd was that she didn't even text me when she got home, and she always does. Not saying I force her to text me, because I'm not some clingy... When I asked her why she didn't text me, she said because she didn't want to wake me. But she always seems to text me and wakes me with a text saying, wake up, or 1 or 2 a.m. So I let that go. The next week, she says that she wants to voice chat with me. Then 5 minutes later, she says she has to go and that we'll voice chat when she gets home, which is around 12 a.m. here. I stayed up and not once did she sign on, so I called her quits around 3 a.m. Jesus Christ, dude. Why don't you just watch some porn, jerk off, and go to bed and fucking forget this goddamn what's behind door number 4? Why are you doing this to yourself? I'm not even done with this and I already have a solution. Watch porn and jerk off and go talk to people in a bar. Anyways, let's get through this. Then when I asked her what happened and if she wanted to chat, she avoided the question and got pissed off. So I finally said, fuck this, I'm done, and I blew her off. Do you think I should let this go and stop talking to this chick? I think I already answered this. Or do you think I'm just blowing this out of proportion? One last thing you should know is that me and this person talked for hours at a time, and I'm really not sorry for this long message because I'm paying to go see you in Irvine during your Thursday show. So there you go. Hope you get back to me. Thanks. Yeah, dude. There was already like 3 major red flags in here. First of all, you're talking about distance, it seems. She lives in New York, you live in L.A., so that's not going to fucking work out. You got to stay up till all hours of the goddamn night waiting to talk to her, so that's not going to work out. And then she doesn't want to do the video chat. So most likely, the photo she sent you was probably when she looked her best, is what I'm guessing. And then you threw in there, it might be a dude. So I really don't think you need my advice here, all right? So I don't think you need a long-distance relationship with some fat transvestite. There you go. There you are, sir. You dodged a bullet in 9 years of therapy. All right, Bill, I'm a big fan of the podcast. All right, here we go. My boyfriend and I have been dating exclusively for about 8 months now, and things are pretty great. There's just one little hiccup that I was hoping you could help with. A few months back, I told my boyfriend that when we were first started dating, I also went on a date with another guy. It was just a concert and a little goodnight kissing, and then we went our separate ways. At the time, I was recently single, and I was exploring my option, but didn't feel much of a connection with the second guy, and he never really showed much of an interest back. So there wasn't much contact after the date. Okay, you've left that open-ended. All right. We work at the same company, but entirely different offices, so we do run into each other from time to time and have casual hallway chit-chat. Oh, my God. I swear to God, women, if you were a little bit bigger, you'd be the greatest major league fucking catchers of all time. The way you can frame your fucking bullshit and make it look better than it really is. That was clearly a ball outside, and you just framed that into a nice little strike there, didn't you? There wasn't much contact after the date. There wasn't much interest. We had just started dating. We work at the same company, but it's different offices. We do run into each other time to time for just a little chit-chat. Gee, oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. I told my boyfriend about this, and he forgave me and said he understood and all was well until recently. Guy number two. Number two, huh? How poetic is that? The piece of shit, number two, asked me out again about 2 months ago, and I politely declined and said I was seeing someone else now. He backed off, and that was the end of that. In an effort to be open and honest, I would have normally kept this to myself. I told my boyfriend about it. All right. As always, I haven't read this whole thing, but why would you do that? Okay? You know, if you truly don't have feelings for that fucking guy, who gives a fuck? Don't say anything, okay? You think your boyfriend hasn't gone out and the local whore at the bar who just got her tits done and wanted to show them to everybody like she got her nails did, right? Didn't pull her titty out? You know? He doesn't need to tell you that because he wants to keep going down there drinking with his friends. He doesn't give a fuck. If some shit, you know, you can keep to yourself. So anyways, she goes, I told my boyfriend about it. Now he keeps asking me to retell the date story and flat out tells me he thinks I'm lying. He thinks something more happened, and he said from a man's perspective, there is just no way this guy goes on a date with me, gets a kiss, and then leaves me alone. There's something you're not telling me, he said. I've told my boyfriend that there just wasn't a connection. Conversation was a little awkward and forced. The kiss wasn't great, etc., etc. But he's still very suspicious. I'm wondering if there is anything I can say to put his mind at ease. No, you fucked up. You fucked up by telling him that. Look at all the details, how open-ended you've left this stuff, where it's like, you know, I went on a date when we first started seeing each other, you know, because we weren't official, and then you say there wasn't much contact after the date. So that means there was some contact. I guess you're saying the contact was that you work at the same company, but it's different offices, so you run into each other from time to time, so it's casual hallway chit-chat. Is that what it is? This is kind of vague. So anyways, she says, I'm tempted to show him my own old phone bills to prove how many texts were sent back and forth to make him feel like an asshole. I think that's a good move. You shouldn't make him... like, what you should do is declare your own name. He's not the asshole in this. You are. Or you're naive. Because you first of all, you told him that you went on another date while you guys were first seeing each other. He forgave you for all that shit, even though you made out with this guy at work. He looks the other fucking way. And then you come home with this shit like... What did you think that you were going to... What did you think it was going to do other than make him feel insecure and jealous? And I know there's probably a lot of ladies listening right now and be like, well, that's the thing. See, guys are so fucking insecure, you can't even be honest. Shut up. So are you. Okay? If you fucking just started dating some dude and he gets all honest, he goes, yeah, I also, went on a date with some chick from work. We made out, but it was kind of awkward and whatever. I run into her from time to time. Right? And then you say, fine, no biggie. And then a few months into the relationship, he brings up that she comes back into the picture and starts fucking, comes back in the picture and asks if he'd like to go out on a drink with her and have a drink with her, on a drink with her? Go out and have a date with her, No, go out on a date or have a drink with her. God damn it, I'm fucked. You'd have a problem with that, right? So anyways, she said, I guess I'm mostly frustrated because he's accusing me of lying about this innocent event. I should just play along, answer his question until he drops it? Oh, should I just play along? I've told him that the constant questioning bothers me and I don't like being accused of lying, but I see it eating at him from time to time, so I feel like it's an issue will keep coming up until something changes. Do you think over time he'll just let it go and eventually believe me? What should I do? All right, Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to open the fucking window because I don't give a shit if you guys can hear the traffic. It's too goddamn hot. Hey, slow down. There's kids out here. Anyways, in the future, if some guy makes advances at you and you don't give a fuck, you honestly don't give a fuck, don't bring it up to your boyfriend. Because all you're doing is just going to make him jealous. And you're going to make him feel insecure that there's guys out. He knows that there's guys out there trying to fuck his girlfriend. He doesn't need to hear about it. Why would you do that to him? All right? And at this point, you know, I would just say that what you've been telling me, that if you truly believe this, all right? Because part of me is thinking that you did this to make him feel jealous so you could feel fucking attractive. And then he flipped out, and now it's got a little out of your control here. So now you want to hear, you know, you're looking for some sort of sympathy from somebody else. Part of me is thinking that, but you actually, I don't know, something about you kind of seem like a nice person, so I'm going to believe you here. So I would actually get your phone bills and show it to him, all right? And just say, I'm guilty of being too fucking honest. I'm sorry, and I think it'll be all right. It might be all right, you know? I don't know. I have no fucking idea.